Hey everyone, I'm Eric Shell, and today I'll be doing my ISU video on my ISU book, Taft by Ann Patchett. So here's what the cover looks like. There's also an image on the screen. So I'll be making two text connections, a text to world connection and a text to self connection. Starting off with my text to world connection. While reading the book, it reminded me of unstable family relationships that have been happening across the world. As you all know, families can have arguments, they get separated or divorced, or even a family member dies. The two main families in this book are the Taft family and the Nickel Woodmore family. So the main character, John Nickel, his lover or unmarried wife, Marion, moved away to Miami with their own son, who was named Franklin. Back in Memphis, John Nickel deals with a bit of solitude, but he has friends to hang around and chat with. And he also has to take care of two teenagers who moved from East Tennessee, and their names are Faye Taft and Carl Taft. Marion eventually returns back to Memphis with their son. On the other hand, Levin Taft, Faye Taft's and Carl Taft's father, died from a heart attack, and Faye and Carl had to move from East Tennessee to Memphis, as I mentioned earlier. When John Nickel met the teens for the first time at his bar, he felt really bad for them, and he wanted to help and take care of them. He then made tasks for the teens. He drove them home, he taught them life skills, he got them jobs at his bar, and overall, he just took great care of them. He acted like he was their own father. Moving on to my text to self connection. At the beginning of the story, Faye Taft walked into John Nickel's bar, which is called Muddy's, for the first time to look for a job. Personally, I got my first job at the Kumon Center at the plaza close to SJAM, where I worked as a worksheet marker. I got the job after finishing the Kumon reading and math programs at another Kumon Center. Although my job was planned out beforehand, I didn't know what the place or environment would look like. I was a bit nervous, and I didn't want to talk a lot for the first time. Faye Taft also had the same feelings as me. She was anxious, she was quiet, and she didn't know anyone at the bar. But after a while, like after a few months, I started to get used to the work environment and surroundings. I got along with the art employees and even the Kumon students. Overall, I started to feel more belonging. As Faye worked as a waitress, she also started to have the improvements that I had. She became more social, she did things quickly, she got to know more people, and she was more used to her environment and her surroundings. So there you go. Those are my two connections for my ISU book, Taft by Ann Patchett. Thank you.